Don't miss the tea. Subscribe now.
Girl, sit down. Seriously, put your bag down, order the venti, and get comfortable because I am about to spill the most exhausting, frustrating tea of my entire life. You know me. You know how I am. I'm chill, right? I'm the rock. I'm the anchor. But apparently to the rest of the world, I am straight up unhinged. I need to vent to you because I swear I am losing my mind, well, internally at least. Externally. You know I look like a statue, but that's exactly the problem. So you know how most people handle drama. They scream, they cry, they throw things, they have these massive, explosive crash outs. It's like a biological requirement for them. But me, I have spent 20 years on this earth operating under one very specific, very logical philosophy. Panicking does not fix the problem. Hysterics do not pay the bills. Screaming doesn't make the situation better, it just makes it louder. I have conditioned myself, literally trained my brain, to believe that the most effective way to deal with a hard situation is to remain completely, utterly calm. Composed. Zen. If we have a problem, we talk it out openly. We use our words. We don't use our lung capacity to shatter windows. But oh my God, you would think I was murdering puppies with the way people react to my calmness. Let me set the scene for you. This happened just the other night with, well, you know who. We get into this massive argument. I'm talking a Category 5 hurricane of emotion coming from their side. They are pacing around the room, arms flailing, face red, veins popping out of their neck. It was a full-blown meltdown. And what was I doing? I was standing there, just standing there. Picture it. They are hyperventilating, tears streaming down their face, practically vibrating with rage. And I am standing in the middle of the living room, arms by my sides, face completely neutral. I am just blank, a total blank slate. I'm listening. I'm analyzing. I have feelings. I am not a robot. But do I show that? No. So there's a pause in their screaming, just a tiny gap where they're gasping for air, and I decide it's time to communicate. I look them dead in the eye, and in the most monotone, flat, Siri reading a weather report voice, I say, "That hurts my feelings." Girl, the silence that followed was louder than the screaming. I didn't yell it, I didn't choke up. I just stated it like it was a fact on a spreadsheet. I didn't like it when you said that. And that was the moment they absolutely lost it. They looked at me with this mix of horror and disgust, took a step back and screamed, "You are a psycho." I'm standing there, blinking, thinking, excuse me, I'm the psycho. You're the one throwing sofa cushions, and I'm the psycho because I'm using I statements and keeping my blood pressure steady. They started going off, saying, "Look at you, you don't even care, you're just staring at me. It's like arguing with a brick wall. Do you even have a soul?" And honestly, it's starting to get to me, because this isn't the first time. It happens almost every single time I get into a conflict. I get accused of having zero emotions. I get accused of being cold, calculated, and creepy. It's like because I'm not matching their chaotic energy, I must be completely empty inside. But it's not that I don't have feelings. I do. I don't know how to translate those feelings into a performance. I don't know how to make the situation better by adding noise. I only know how to keep myself composed. It's a survival mechanism. If I crash out, then we're both crashing out, and then nothing gets solved. I'm trying to be the adult in the room, but I can see it. I can see it in their eyes. When they are in full hysterical mode, crying and shaking, and they look at me and I'm just giving them blank stares and stating facts. It must be terrifying. I can sympathize with that intellectually. It probably looks like I'm a serial killer in a Netflix documentary. You know, the quiet neighbor who everyone thought was so nice until they found the bodies. That's the vibe I'm giving off, apparently. And the worst part, it's not just romantic partners, it's my own family, my own flesh and blood. Remember Thanksgiving 2 years ago, when my mom burned the turkey and then Dad started arguing about politics and everyone was screaming. My sister was crying in the bathroom. My mom was throwing away the sweet potatoes in a rage. It was chaos. And where was I? I was sitting at the table eating a bread roll. My mom stopped mid-meltdown, pointed a spatula at me and said, "Is there something wrong with you? Are you a sociopath? Why aren't you reacting?" I just looked at her, chewed my bread roll, swallowed, and said, "Panicking won't unburn the turkey, Mom." She looked like she wanted to strangle me. Nobody taught me to be this way. I didn't go to some how to be a stoic monk camp. It's just something I learned to do growing up and I never stopped. It's my default setting. At this point, it would take actual, conscious physical effort for me to crash out. I would have to fake it. I would have to tell myself, okay, now raise your voice. Now flail your arms. Now squeeze out a tear. And that feels manipulative, doesn't it? Faking hysteria just to make other people feel comfortable. It's so frustrating. I feel totally unseen. Like nobody sees that I am actually trying to help. Nobody sees that I am hurting, too. Just because I'm not wailing like a banshee doesn't mean I'm not sad. Just because I'm not punching a hole in the drywall doesn't mean I'm not angry. I'm just processing it differently. I'm keeping it under control so we don't say things we can't take back. But instead of getting credit for my restraint, I get labeled a freak. Psycho, sociopath, robot. I'm bluntly stating facts at them. I feel disrespected right now. This situation is making me unhappy. But because I say it with the enthusiasm of a DMV employee, they think I'm mocking them. There is literally only one exception to this rule. One place where the mask slips. The gym. If I am on the bench press and the weight is too heavy and I am fighting for my life against gravity, oh, then you'll hear some emotion. If I'm about to drop 225 pounds on my trachea, I will grunt, I will yell, I will let my spotter know in no uncertain terms that I am struggling. UP, up, help, that's it. That is the full extent of my dramatic range. Physical survival, I'll make noise. Emotional survival, I go mute. It's getting to the point where I don't even want to argue with anyone anymore. I just want to avoid conflict because I know I'm going to lose. Not because I'm wrong, but because I'm not performing the argument correctly. I'm not playing my role in the soap opera. I told this to the person I was arguing with the other night. I said, I am not trying to be difficult. I'm just trying to remain calm. And they said, that's the problem. You're too calm. It's unnatural. It scares me. So what am I supposed to do? Start taking acting classes. Practice throwing vases in the mirror. Okay, scene 1. Girlfriend is mad I forgot the anniversary. Action, scream. Is that what people want? I feel like I'm being punished for being rational. I feel like I'm being gaslit into thinking that composure is a mental illness. Is it me? Am I really the problem here? Or is everyone else just addicted to the drama? I just want to have a conversation where we sit down, keep our voices at a reasonable decibel level, state our grievances, and find a solution. Is that too much to ask? Apparently it is. Apparently, unless I'm tearing my hair out, I don't care. So yeah, that's my life. Walking around like a Zen master while everyone around me is on fire and getting yelled at for not burning with them. It's exhausting, girl. Pass me that sugar packet. I need to aggressively stir my coffee in silence. That's about as much of a crash out as you're going to get from me today.